Hello, my fellow wastelanders, and welcome to the Wastelands, where everyone's a little mad, and crazy is the expectation of having individual respects from other survivors. I welcome you all back to the Wastelands as we are going to continue exploring the DLC for Control, namely the one that expands on the lore of Alan Wake. I know I have your respect, Deeds, and I appreciate that. And I also wanted to apologize for the delay in streaming. There have been... Maybe I should take that compliment back. Anyway, apologies for the delay in streaming. There have been many personal issues I had to sort through. I'm not fully over everything, but hey, I'm here and had to pick it up at some point, so I figured let's push myself back into it so I can get back on a regular schedule. Also, hi Duck. Hi Deeds. How are you both? One moment, my controls are all janky. Kinda the same. What's wrong with you, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that sounds absolutely unpleasant. Have they given you an estimation when it's actually gonna be better? And you have to wake up early for that. My condolences. Waking up early sucks. That's still really early. Arcade cabinet procedures. The Shoom arcade cabinets. Alternate item 40-PE. A distance of 10 feet between the items, suppressing their effect. Effects only trigger on physical contact. Items are a pair of arcade game cabinets originally designated for the game's Shoom, alternate item 40-A, double period A, and Shoom 2, double period, Kulgar's Revenge, alternate item 40, double period B. The games were manufactured by Bongo Entertainment, now out of business. Why does Bongo feel like an in-world parody for Bandai? Bandai Entertainment. Because I think Bandai made arcades? I'm doubting that now, but I thought Bandai made some. It does beat those times. I've had to wake up before 5 a.m. To be fair, at 5 a.m. I'm not even asleep yet. Oh, well, I hope you can get some good rest, Vic. And I'll hopefully see you next time or see you later. Despite being a popular arcade game in Japan during the late 80s, 1980s, no other Shoom cabinet has been found by our investigators. When touching one of the items while it stands within 10 feet of its counterpart, the user's mind is transported to a version of their subjective reality that resembles a video game in logic and function. Events from their everyday lives become game-like sequences in which speed and efficiency are paramount. The brain enters a stroke-like state, as proven by EEG studies on users, which only end after the user finishes their game, at which point they resume normal brain and motor function. Hi, Luna. I'm kinda busy, girl. Hi, Hart-man. Also, I think that was the observation deck. Yes. Yes, it was. Oh? What's your complaint? Also, I see the clip you made, Teets. I'll check it out after the stream as well. Because they're red? I'm sorry, gay teats. This game does not adhere to your video game expectations. It takes your expectations and pulls a 180. Hi, Shady. How was baby stuff? Hope you had fun. Lol. To be fair, considering I'm working with light to get rid of darkness, wouldn't it be more Alan Wake style? Oppa Wiki style. To be fair, that kinda sounds dope.
This thing.
I'm still casually looting. That shows how little I care about the thing that used to be Hart-man. I have about as much respect for this thing as I had respect for Hart-man. Pretty much. Now, where am I supposed to use that thing? Oh. Can I just say that in the little time that Jessie has been in the bureau, she has gotten so comfortable with her psychic powers that she doesn't even flip the switch anymore. She just stretches her hand out and let the switch flip itself. Dearest Hollywood, have you ever witnessed have you ever wished you had an actor who could do it all? Who could be a man or woman, an adult or child, a dolphin or a Boston Terrier? Well, today is your lucky day. My name is Garrett Clemens, and I am the world's greatest actor. Not only do I have years of stage experience, but I am an accomplished shapeshifter. Whether you need a misbehaving cat, ferocious wolfman, swashbuckling pirate, or debonair southern belle, I am your man. Or am I? I will be arriving in town on May 11th, 1971, and will be available for meetings and auditions beginning on the 13th. See you in the movies, G. Clemens. Soy kick. Uh, I was gonna make another like Asian wordplay joke like soy kick, but I'm gonna pass. My mind isn't working enough to try and remember the few that I know. No missions yet? Nope, not yet. So that is the other DLC. These are the ones I have to do here. And I think I'm getting a few more up ahead. What did I just say? I have I have one mission in maintenance and two in executive. I first need to grab Shatter, which I already have. And then I need to go to... Which mission is it? Major targets, pneumatics, okay. Major targets. So, there. Now I also kind of imagine a superhero who, whenever he kicks, just has like this whole spray of soy sauce going everywhere. The hero soy kick. Okay, oh. Now I need charge. Now that would be saucy. Hey, saucy lady. Ow. I failed because of my own weapon. You know, You know, let's quickly go see if I can get some enemies to spawn so that I can finish up this and get some new missions. Nope, not spawning. Nope. I'll have to wait, but at least I got one of my missions. Just finding a mission that actually gets me good rewards. There we go. Oh, and that's with headshots. Okay. Anyway, where was I? I think I was there. I forgot to check before I left. Hey, Teets, can I give you some food for thought? Okay.
Okay, we're gonna try this one
See?
more time,
Okay.
and we're done playing with you. Understand? Jelly, where are you from?
Jumbo grain, up and loose and heavy treat sandwich.
Jesus Christ, does anyone have any idea what this thing is saying?
Hotly, dirt arrange you.
Why are you here? What the hell do you want? Why'd you stow away on that ship?
School bearing, boy. Eyes many cauterizing loops through and about. Wind and Windy Mitchell.
Did he just say Mitchell? Was there a Mitchell at NASA?
Tubes.
You know what? Never mind. I can't do this anymore. Just send this thing to the guys in research. Let them cut it up or whatever they do. You hear that? They're gonna cut you up, you pain in the ass.
Spider time.
Sounds like he was a real hassle to deal with. Just a thought. If it's not a good idea, it's not a good idea. But considering that memes can quickly get overpopulated with a lot of things, would it be interesting to have a separate channel for clips? I don't generally care either way. I just thought it might be a fun idea to actually have a channel where we can put all the clips in so it's more condensed for those specific purposes. Because that way also the clips from streamers, whether it's myself or others, can be preserved for more fun more easily in the future. something else blocking it? Oh, yes, there is. Now I think there was another sniper. Not be taken care of. Oh, that's why that was like that. Okay. And I've got these two hidden locations.
Looks like whatever force had a hold on Hartman isn't mixing well with his corruption. Blake did call him the third thing.
Okay, I'm just going to freestyle a bit.
Oh boy.
My mother always said, never talk to strangers. Always. Never. Always. Never. But isn't a stranger just someone you don't know? What if the only thing stopping a stranger from being a friend is that word? Stranger.
I don't like Langston.
Strange. Strange like the noises you hear at night when there is no light and you cannot fight. Strange like a rubber duck that follows you around and makes you drop your coffee every time that it quacks because the noise scares you. Then you have to clean up the coffee while the duck stares at you and continues to quack, 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 quack.
Now, look, Deets. I know... Yes, that is a good way to say it. Now, Deets. I know we mess around with Vic. And I know that there's a lot we can laugh at with Vic. And I'm sure he laughs at himself, too. Let's not do him that dirty. That's crossing a line. Do you, though? Do you?
That chain letter. I remember these. Mom used to say they were evil. Better do what it says. You know, just in case. There must be a photocopier around here.
So yeah, that is another mission. And something I'm sure a lot of people who work or are present in the IT have dealt with to some degree. Move this letter along before he gets you. Oh no, this spooky man letter has found you. The spooky man curse is coming to you. To miss the curse, you must mail this letter to people. If you don't, the curse will get you. The more letters you mail, the better off you will be. Sally in Houston did not send the letters, and the spooky man ate her cat. Terrence in Greenstone did not send the letter, and the spooky man gave him acne. Kyle did not send the letter, and now his wife eats dinner alone. That seems a whole lot worse than the other two. Linda did send more letters, 30 in total so far, and look at her now. She owns 3 cars. She has all her fingers. She speaks Italian. You need to mail this letter. You better mail this letter. Don't let the spooky man come. He'll take your cat. Go find your stamps. Hurry. This is just something I've been wondering, but we're all familiar with the rise in the digital era where things like cell phones and computers. I see that, Deeds. Are you sure you're being nice? I saw that. I see that clip. The MMO duck outro song. I have Discord open on memes. I am watching you. If you're gonna do it like that, just go all the way. There you go. Just for you. Anyway, as I was saying, now I'm actually kind of curious. So with the rise of like the digital era with computers and cell phones, where it was popular to like getting a mail, I know, aren't we in everything nowadays? Anyway, where it was easy to get like a text that you had to text to other people, or like a mail that you would mail to other people. Did people ever actually do that with actual letters? I've been dying to know about that, if that was an actual thing in the past, where you would actually like put letters like that in an envelope and just spread them out. That seems like such a waste of time, but it is so, like, yeah, chain ladders, but actual letters, like not in mail or not in text messages, in actual letters, if that was a thing. Because that seems like such... Oh god. Because here's the thing. That seems like such a waste of time, but that seems like the exact waste of time humanity would waste time on. Dr. Emil Hartman, shaded. Dr. Hartman is the first Type 2 shaded individual to be examined alive by the Bureau and has proven a valuable asset for our understanding of A-010, aka the Shadow. Like all shaded individuals, the specimen is constantly shielded by, or produces, a redacted of darkness that makes visual observation difficult. This redacted also protects the specimen from harm. During testing, non-lethal ballistics proved ineffective against it. I mean, that is fair. That is fair. But it's one thing that it's because here's the thing. This might just be me and my modern thinking. So okay, fair point. But at the same time, I'm sitting here thinking like, I think it's silly just from the perspective of you can just copy paste in a mail and send it, or just forward it through text where it's pretty easy, but going out of your way to actually make photocopies of the letter, putting it in envelopes and sending it around through the mail once more seems like so much effort for something so silly. But you are right, getting letters in the mail, even today, is... well, not email, but getting letters in the actual mail is fun. The specimen uses words and phrases that seems to originate from its previous life as a therapist. Some phrases have even been identified as quotes from Dr. Hartman's book, The Creator's Dilemma. This seems to indicate the host's personality remains redacted, to some degree. For research purposes, Shaded Hartman was relocated to the Cauldron Lake Lodge replica built for redacted alternate world investigation. Researchers hope a familiar setting may trigger new behavior. The experiment has yielded no results so far. I mean, that is also true, but that is, I guess I guess I guess I'm just too much of a current generation to understand all of that.
This piece is called Me and You. It's summer in New York City. A boy with a wolf's head eats some ice cream. The ice cream melts. The wolf head howls. We howl together, me and you. The mayor stares at a bicycle. A little girl watches him watch the bike, watch him watch the bike, and on and on and on, like the ticking of 1,000 clocks. We listen to the ticking together, me and you. A traffic light decides it doesn't want to be a traffic light anymore. People call it names, and it's hurt. I take it to see a movie. We have a good time, me and you. People think we're weird, but we ignore them. We're friends now, connected by a moment. We'll always share this story, even if people don't understand it. You and me and you.
Well, those are minutes that I can't get back of my life. Please don't. Lol teeth. Now, a stamp collection is fun. Just like, you know, a bottle cap collection. With only one type of bottle cap so far, but whatever. But yeah, no, like, I get that. But that is... I guess the difference, the way that I imagine it is, it's one thing to send, like, significant mail to keep up with people further away. And having, like, meaningful conversations over mail. I get that. I'm not dissing that. I'm dissing the idea, I'm dissing the idea of, like, send this to 10 people or the spooky man is gonna get you. But like I said, it's probably just a generational thing, but I can imagine that's fun. Yes, Teets. Huh. Well, that is fascinating to me. And like, hey, I'm all for writing letters. That actually seems fun. Like pen pals and such. But just chainmail. But hey, if it was fun, it was fun. I mean, she's going to do that regardless if I send it to people or not. But yeah, no, that is... Hey, I learned something today. It fascinates me. I'm sorry if that seems weird, but... The director steps closer to the horrible entity. He reaches out with a steady hand. You are mine now, creature. I will return you to my facility and control your power. Sir, we don't know. The entity instead rushes forward and engulfs the director. He screams in pain as the scientist looks on and does nothing, like the coward he is. Entity, subtitled. I am not the one being examined. I am not the one locked inside a prison. Gradually, the director emerges from the entity, his once sparkling eyes now empty and dull. The scientist rushes to him. Scientist. Sir, sir, we have to escape. We cannot. They are in control now. I got what I wanted. We are back, and let's continue dying. And goody, I didn't actually die. So this leads back here, which is there. Okay, so what's behind that other way? Oh. I see.
No AC, no fluids for circulation. But it might get a bit stuffy in here.
That's one side mission done? Have a good one, Teets. I hope you can get some good rest. Fra Maro, Alternate World Event 7. The Apollo 14 entity, commonly known as Fra, underwent a series of physical examinations upon its admittance into the oldest house. The entity can speak, though its poor grasp of the English language makes any meaningful communication impossible. Interview material can be found at Redacted. Its physical form consists solely of the Extravehicular Mobility Unit (EMU) spacesuit used by NASA astronauts, the same model worn by the other crew. This could be an authentic EMU taken from one of the NASA astronauts, though the suit does not bear any wearer's name or one materialized through redacted conversion or possible redacted corporalization. The suit itself is slightly damaged, which is likely due to the fact that the command module did not have a fourth seat for the entity to strap into during re-entry. The EMU is entirely hollow, and pieces can be removed, though this seems to agitate the entity. X-rays and spectrographs imaging have shown redacted shape outlines existing within the suit. For safety reasons, the entity will be contained in a secure cell until more information can be gathered. Oh, hey voices! Thank you for the lurk. How are you doing? Also, why not? Give me a moment. There you go, bud. Yeah, you better run.
There. It's a place for him to hide.
Gerbil took the top hat. But yeah, I'm sorta, kinda, similarly sore. I had quite a workout today after not working out for a while due to equipment failure, but after I got done, I felt that I hadn't done that in a few days. Fra Moreau, alternate world event 7. A paranatural entity arrived on Earth by infiltrating the Apollo 14 lunar mission at an unknown point of their voyage to the Fra Moreau Highlands of the Moon. 32 hours after the return of the Apollo 14 command module to Earth, the Bureau was contacted by Mr. Redacted, a White House senior official, and instructed to send a small team to the Johnson Space Center in Houston. At the base, the team examined the entity and carried out interviews with NASA staff. They learned that 4 astronauts had returned to Earth instead of the expected 3. Each human crew member was insistent that the mission left with 4 members, though they couldn't name the 4th when asked. The entity seemingly affected their memories to make its presence feel unremarkable. The entity was transported to the oldest house for further investigation. An altercation between NASA security and the Redacted and the investigations team occurred upon their arrival. Mr. Redacted called to clarify the matter, though tension remained high. Bureau jurisdiction and clearance should be defined more clearly with other federal agencies. Nothing over here. Oh. Nothing over here. I might defeat Hart-Man first and focus on that before I do all the other missions. There we go. And time to put an end to Hart-Man. Yep. Down with Hart-Man like we're down with the sickness. Also, I didn't add that reference in for a specific reason. The joke didn't make sense. It was funnier in my head. I still said it. I don't care.
Man, great timing. Hart-Man just came through here. God, he was hideous. He tore the security door into the Bright Falls AWE site wide open. He was so ugly. Like, wow, I got a good look at him, and Christ, he does not look like he used to. The hiss must have messed him up or something. He looks like a bar rag that's been twisted by the world's strongest man. Or a monster from some 80s horror movie. You know, back when it was all practical effects? Ugh, nasty. Did you say something? Remember, I can't hear you. Never mind, just go after Hart-Man. Ah, so disgusting.
I've written, rewritten. I've written and rewritten. Deconstructed, reconstructed. Experimented with different voices. Changed the style, changed myself. Forgotten the language, relearned the language. Have I been here before? Gone down this path before? The darkness wants to hide the past to make me lose my way. You must know where you've been to know where you're going. I trust what I read on these pages. I wrote them for a reason. My notes to myself. The only way to make progress, recap, then write more. The style then. Lose the fat. Make it clear. Ugly. Functional. Present, be blunt. Only the brutal truth. Cut through the reality, tear it apart, rewrite it. Be clever, make them do the work. Form the image in their minds. They make it, you just imply. Incept. They're drawn to the mystery, obsessed. You set it up, they put it together. Their interpretation, and there's only one because you give them no choice. And they believe in it. Because it's theirs now.
I like typewriters. I used to have one. But a lot of the people around me got annoyed when I used it to write things. So I don't have it anymore.
The darkness wants to hide the past to make me lose my way. I trust what I read on these pages. I wrote them for a reason. Cut through the reality.
Yeah.
Tear it apart and rewrite it.
Mistakes are brutal on a typewriter.
Stuck. Let's go take care of it.
Thank you for meeting with us again, Dr. Hartman.
It's my pleasure, gentlemen. I hope the information I've provided thus far has been of some small use.
It's been invaluable, Doctor. Really, we have a much clearer picture of this event. Thank you for your accounts.
Well, I do consider myself a keen observer of...
We did have one question, though. You mentioned in an earlier conversation that your patients displayed, and I'm paraphrasing here, unnatural abilities that you in fact encouraged during their time in your lodge. It'd be very helpful if you could fill us in on the details there.
Like yourselves, I work to understand and even bend the rules of our earthly paradigm. My patient's well-being was paramount, of course, but I would hardly be a man of science if I did not reach out at the underlying truth. As I stated in my written proposal, I believe working alongside your organization could be greatly beneficial to both parties. Sharing notes, as they say.
Thank you, Doctor. That's all we need to hear. Remy?
Dr. Emil Hartman, you have been found in breach of codes 4, 8, and 74 of the Federal Bureau of Control Criminal Offense System.
What? You can't do this. I am a well-connected man. You're making a dire mistake, my friend.
You will be detained until further notice and all personal property will be confiscated, including the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
That's preposterous. You can't just seize my property. I'm a United States citizen. I have rights. That lodge is my life's work. I'm offering you years of research.
Get him out of here.
You're making a mistake. You have to listen to me. You have to listen.
Hoity-toity, right until the end. Oh boy.
I've forgotten again. I had a plan. I know it. I forgot. He's coming. I've got to get out of here. Dive deep.
You know they're really great with teasing their other games.
Whatever is going on with Wake, he clearly needs some help.
Going mad. The story needed many beginnings, many springs, streams that turned into a river, a flood, and then an ocean. This was one. Wake used the materials he had, the connections he had, the people, the places. Wake put them in to make it true. His wife, the psychiatrist, his city. These connections, like magnets, move things. Alice was a conduit. She'd been in the dark place. The thing that had been Hart-man sensed her near, sensed Wake through her. Went berserk, broke loose. Wake made sure Alice was already gone by then. Safe. The more springs, the more the story became real. The more people believed. Cause and effect. It was extremely delicate and hard work. It had to go through the path of least resistance where success was most likely. Where there was a connection already. Wake felt the pressure grow in his head. Going mad. Wake had to escape. Right. His escape. He was already out. He wanted to make it true. Wake needed a hero. A hero needed a crisis. For the part in the story about the government agency, Wake needed something special, something to convey an alien force mimicking human intelligence. Something that can't be translated. Translated. Wake channeled Burroughs and Bowie. He cut up sentences and words. Orange peel. You are home. Insane. He put them in a shoebox. He pulled out the words. Wake created a Dadaist poem. He'd try anything once. Or had he tried this before?
These are all very fascinating.
Wake had to escape, right? His escape. Wake needed a hero. A hero needed a crisis. For the part in the story about the government agency, Wake needed something special, something to convey an alien force mimicking human intelligence.
Another replica. Like the one they made for Ordinary. I wonder what happened here.
Langston was right. You are pretty
Okay, now I need healing. Okay. Screw you, Hart-man.
Problem anymore, Langston. But investigations need someone to run it. Interested?
I've seen what happens to sector heads, ma'am. No, thank you. Ma'am, I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington. But it might be a glitch. The date's all wrong, a couple of years in the future. And we're in lockdown, there shouldn't be any incoming signals.
Maybe it was active before we went into lockdown? Are there agents on site?
Let me check. Agent Estevez is the field agent in charge of monitoring the site, so
Oh my
she should be
god.
there to let us know if the situation has been through any major changes.
Oh my god. I see the connection now. For the record, I don't...
Set in motion. If the alarm's true, then so is the reason for the alarm. The effect must follow the cause. It's happening again. A return. You have been warned.
So, for the record, first of all, this is a replication of Cauldron Lake Lodge, but what I didn't realize before, what I do realize now, is that that entire ending sequence is basically a sneak peek into the fact that they were working on the second Alan Wake with Agent Estevez being one of the characters. I don't know a lot about Alan Wake 2, since I try to keep myself relatively spoiled free. I do know the agent's name. And the fact that it ties into the Bureau even in Alan Wake 2 is so interesting to me. But this was the main story for the DLC. I still have a couple of missions to do, which I will round up as well. But yeah, this was the sneak peek into Alan Wake 2, and I am excited for it. Evidence ID number 12231-C. Photograph of Alan Wake provided by Alice Wake, taken on Redacted, 2017. Admission of evidence. Evidence ID number 12231-C. A photograph of Alan Wake captured by Alice Wake during an event in her home. Alice Wake, former wife of Alan Wake, see Alternate World Event-35 for details, has recently been visited at night by her ex-husband or entity resembling him. See file redacted for more. Being a professional photographer, Mrs. Wake positioned cameras with motion sensors around the corridor he appears in and managed to capture an image of Mr. Wake on film. During an interview with Mrs. Wake, she mentioned that her favorite camera, a redacted model, was lost in 2010 during the Alternate World Event 35. No match has been found among the confiscated evidence from Alternate World Event 35. It has been filed as a potential altered item, and research staff stationed at Brightfall are being contacted to check if they have any knowledge of such an item. I don't know if they got divorced. It might simply be that, for all intents and purposes, Alan Wake is deemed lost or deceased. Or she might have filed a petition, or she might have annulled the wedding. Then again, if he's presumed dead, wouldn't the wedding be automatically annulled? I don't know how wedding things work. Maybe we'll see if there's any more info. Oh, okay. Those are all technicalities I am not familiar with. So thank you for clarifying.
This must be where they studied hart-man. Kinda looks like Dylan's cell. I wonder if they treated him as badly.
Bright Falls Alternate World Event 10. On the day of the flooding, the rock band Old Gods of Asgard were rehearsing in a field outside the Anderson farm, the homestead of band members Odin and Thor Anderson. Both admitted to being in a heavy state of inebriation at the time, having spent days drinking their home-brewed moonshine while celebrating Deerfest. After the townspeople were evacuated from the flooded field, Sheriff Breaker was asked by Freya Anderson, daughter of Thor Anderson, to check on her father and uncle. Breaker drove to the Anderson farm and found the band members alive but in need of medical aid. The Anderson had been struck by lightning. Thor Anderson had been struck by lightning, and Odin Anderson had cut his own right eye, a possible reference to Norse deity Redacted and Redacted. They claimed they had fought and valiantly defeated a dark army of the Scratching Hag, rising from Cauldron Lake. See alternate world event Redacted of 1970, related to the suspected Redacted at Diver's Isle. So apparently they fought an army, interestingly enough. While impossible to verify, these events are relevant to the reoccurring alternate world event at Bright Falls and the Cauldron Lake Redacted. Odin and Thor Anderson have been listed as persons of interest.
These are the notes of Dr. Emil Hartman. I am continuing my work alone again, since certain parties were too blind to recognize a golden opportunity. Despite my generous offers, the conversations came to naught. Some people simply do not value collaboration as I do. Though I believe now that it was for the best. The sort of bold, pioneering work that I am undertaking cannot thrive under the shackles of bureaucracy and regulation. I have a history of seeking such partnerships. There was a time when I had hoped Alan Wake and I could collaborate. Together we could have produced art such that the world has never seen. But Wake was stubborn, egotistical. Writers usually are. Disappointing nonetheless. But now, like Tom before him, Wake has disappeared into Cauldron Lake. And this is where my work turns hypothetical. Since he was lost to the lake, Thomas Zane has been observed by various townspeople. This indicates to me that the individuals within the lake are not entirely gone. I anticipate Wade will similarly return one day. While I may harbor some resentment for the man, his raw talent and determination are undeniable. From this, I have concluded that the lake and the dark place within it are not as removed from this world as I previously thought. Given my acute awareness of what awaits within, my meticulous preparations, and my considerable education, I believe myself much more prepared than either Tom or Wake. I should be able to cross into that dark realm with the chance to return as they have. All that remains is the dive itself. It frightens me, I admit, but such is the burden of the truth seeker.
He really likes his own voice, doesn't he?
Plunge into the dark tomorrow with only the light of knowledge to guide me. It is time for a breakthrough. Until I return.
And he never returned again. At least, not as Hart-man. Bright Falls, Alternate World Event -10. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation occurred at Cauldron Lake, Washington. The citizens of Bright Falls had gathered in the town's southwestern fields for the annual festival known as Deerfest. Eyewitnesses all claimed that the day had been sunny, confirmed by the reviews of the area's weather reports, but then, with no warning, a thunderstorm appeared in the direction of the Anderson farm, and a tornado rose from Cauldron Lake. The torrential rain that followed caused a flash flood. It was as if the day had turned to night. Testimony from redacted. Frank Breaker, the sheriff of Bright Falls, formerly a bureau agent. Oh, that is also interesting. So chances are that the code name, that code word, was something he implemented when he started living there as himself, in case weird events happened because of his connections to the bureau. So that means that that group were all maybe people who were involved with the bureau who really know what was going on. That is interesting. So Sarah might also be on the inside. Frank Breaker, the sheriff of Bright Falls, formerly a bureau agency employee, file redacted, managed to guide the crowd to safety as the festival grounds were destroyed by the flood. The festival was cancelled, ending one day early. Lack of official bureau presence on the scene makes this event difficult to report as a confirmed alternate world event, though the similarity to other known events in the Bright Falls area lent credence to the account of the townspeople. Let me quickly do this. Oh, great. I'm not sure. Maybe I haven't found it yet, but I think there was a file on what happened with Alice after the whole incident. I don't know if I have that file or not. Or maybe it's something we'll only learn once we play Alan Wake 2. Although I am dying to know if ex-husband was intentional or maybe a translation mistake. That went better than expected. Damn flies. I'm gonna take a break. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. Hello, and welcome back. So without further ado, let's continue, because I still have some fighting to do. Well, time to head back and see if I missed anything. Because I did quit in the middle of looking around that place. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna put that on the grip, because that's the one I use the most. I have two them. I need to get an even higher damage boost, honestly. Oh, that might be a good one for spin. Give me a moment. Where is spin? Spin, spin, spin. Even better. And then there we go. Kill enemies in the maintenance, headshot in executive, and charge in executive. For a moment I was going to say, is the game sound even capturing? I asked that question because I didn't saw the bars moving in the quiet section of the game. Oh, here. After reaching out to the Bureau, Alice Wake was brought in to the oldest house for an interview on Redacted 2017. See file Redacted for the full transcript. So that file should be around here somewhere as well. The interview conducted by agents Shaw and Dempsey were revealed that Mrs. Wake had been recurring nightly visitations from her missing ex-husband in her New York apartment, address redacted. Mr. Wake appears out of nowhere and rushes at her down the corridor. According to her impression, he appears crazy and horrifying, clearly coming at her with violent intent. Mrs. Wake believes that he is haunting her. insisting he is not Alan, but a fucking monster in his body. So I don't know for certain, but I'll give my own theory on this. When Alan Wake saved Alice, he surrendered himself to the darkness. When that happened, he split in two, so to speak, him and a copy. That is what we see at the end of Alan Wake 1. Now, if any of my theories are like off the mark, or you remember something I don't, feel free to interject, because you've been here for most of the part, Shady. But at the end, there was a mention that there would be a copy of him going around keeping up his life, but I don't think the copy got full access to the normal world outside the darkness. But basically there are now two versions of Alan Wake. The one that was at the end fighting the darkness in Cauldron Lake and sacrificed himself to save his wife, which is Alan Wake. And then we had this one that Alice says that is not Alan, but a monster in his body, which is Mr. Scratch. Mr. Scratch is somebody we get to know in the one Alan Wake game I haven't played, Alan Wake American Nightmare. That is apparently an evil version of a sentient, darkness-filled version of Alan Wake that's going around hurting people. And apparently this is the version that's haunting Alice. And I think that's what's going on here. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I think. We'll find out more as we play Alan Wake 2. Mrs. Wake has not been sleeping out of fear for these visits. Her attempts to keep the lights on through the night result in the relevant hallway's light bulb breaking every night, possibly indicating involvement of the redacted. It could be. That's actually something I haven't thought about, but that could be possible, that in an attempt to have some control over the outside world, that the darkness discarded Barbara Jagger's body and took over a version of Alan Wake, which became Mr. Scratch. That is actually a good theory. I hadn't thought of that. Thank you for sharing. Further investigation required. We propose installing monitoring equipment in the apartment. Copies of supply requests from L5L-501-4 have been sent to Mr. Kirkland and administration for approval. Now I hope that we do get that. So this is Cauldron Lake. That is the Hart-Man estate. That is the city. These are all pictures from the Alan Wake game, which is pretty fun. Fun little details they added. Why am I in a box?
Director Vaden here. Dispatch a ranger to this location.
Oh.
It's an order, Director.
That wasn't my intention, but okay, I guess. Still alive. Impressive. I wonder how it's gonna be for one of those guards you call in to come work hard, fight for his life, and then just see the director flying around. So the thing is, I'm not finding that interview. I thought there was one. Those are Hartman's notes. It might not be here at all, that I've just misremembered, but I thought there was something about an interview, her life after the events. I don't know. Because they do mention that there was an interview transcript. Well, I think I got everything, so unless I missed it. Let me double check, because I do want to get that if that is there. Nope. As far as I can tell, what I have is what there is. I'm simply misremembering things. Oh yeah, I need missions. Okay. Let's start with shining a light on the plans. Where do we need to go for that? Alternate world event loading bay. Ow. I think I'm still better off using Pierce against those flying ones. That's one. That's two. And that's three.
Here's some sunshine to brighten your day. It's artificial, though. How does that work? And that's the last one. I should appoint someone to take care of these guys. Supervisor of Houseplant Well-Being.
I know the perfect person to assign to that task. Oh, this is good. I now have an instant sniper. I think I'm gonna keep these two guns. Next mission is... Tatis. A crazy person works hard and a wise person gets away with less. Happy vacation to me, Ati. Next mission is... Let's do return to sender first. I'll get him one of these times. There's a little secret mission involving vending machines in this sector.
This certainly feels familiar.
First is in the abandoned offices. I am not going to teleport around because I want to try and see if I can get that damn vending machine. me. I did not know I could do this.
It's one cent.
Oh, it's following me around. Let me also look something else up, something else I've been wondering. Gonna have to be careful looking things up, because I already see that there's gonna be spoilers in there.
Okay, this room is really intimidating and all, but I know my rights. It's not a crime to try and get a book signed.
Making unauthorized contact with a dangerous paranatural entity is indeed a bureau offense, Mr. Langston, and can be prosecuted as such.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Listen, this is being blown way out of proportion. All that happened is I heard Dr. Hart-Man had been brought in, and since I'm a huge Alan Wake fan, I thought it'd be cool to get a copy of The Creator's Dilemma signed. That's a book that Hartman wrote about.
We know what it is.
Okay, good. So yeah, I was just looking to fill out my Wake collection. I certainly didn't know Hartman had turned into some kind of shadow zombie.
That's a completely inaccurate description.
Whatever, listen, I'm just a desk jockey. I sort papers, do data entry, that kind of stuff. Don't come down on me like this. I made one mistake. I mean, I see people break the rules all the time and no one is pulling them into dark rooms to yell at them. Yesterday, Dave Gleason and his crew were talking to that empty spacesuit and laughing their heads off.
We're letting you off with a warning, Mr. Langston. But this is going on your record, so one more screw up and our next chat won't be so friendly.
Great. That is just great to hear, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, is there any chance I could get my copy of The Creator's Dilemma back?
Get out.
I don't like Langston. Langston has creep vibes written all over. Mind you, he's a well-written character, written to be hated. But I don't like Langston. Am I gonna have to listen to Langston again? Oh. Thankfully, I don't.
Two down, one to go.
Let me just bring this up for future reference. I thought that was a secret mission. It wasn't a secret mission, it was an achievement. So I'm not really... Maybe I'm getting something out of it, because it is technically a puzzle. Could try. We'll see.
And that's 3. That should take care of any bad karma. Whatever. But how did that first letter get in here? I wonder if I could track it to the source.
It's a little too dark in here to see without a flashlight. Now we need to go back and do that, finish up that mission.
I guess I should just follow the tube. So you're the one sending out spam mail. And that takes care of that. No more soup.
That is another one for spin. Oh wait, that I just had a high level one. That's also a good one to have.
Precious blackmail.
Okay, next mission is Gabriel took the top hat. Gerbil took the top hat. I'm keeping any gerbil away from my top hat.
Yes, hello? Yes, me? Worry who? C to C.
Hello?
Hello! Great about us today. Long roads and no hardly. You are Bygone?
Sure. Why are you locked up in here?
Casual turning. Back in front. And Gerbil took the top head. Not being pressed for that. Lady going and loosing back for eye?
Sorry, I think I'm misunderstanding you. What do you want?
The head? The head for tales? For reading news, jars, words, and tumble. The reading head.
Okay, take it easy. I'll take a look.
So maybe it wants something to read. Or a jar. Let's just see what we can find.
America. America. Short break. We'll be back after the ads. Welcome back, and let's continue.
This could be what it wants. Let's give it a shot.
The thing is, I do know what it wants. I don't remember where it is.
No, jars. Head. Scotch and peppers? Head.
Okay, that wasn't right. Let's try something else.
I don't think it really matters what you give him. Because I don't think the thing that he...
It'll like this.
Because I don't think it's already available. Is it? 'Cause I don't remember. Because what he's looking for is a helmet. The helmet of a spacesuit. But I don't know where it is.
Head. A-S-B-E. Head.
Nope. Let's keep trying. Maybe this will do the trick?
Lusa, you ping pong. Ahead.
Guess that wasn't it either. Huh. This might do it. Maybe.
Lady, you are school and dirt for losing.
Keep that up, and I won't help you anymore.
Let's see if this will do it.
No, it
Ready
won't.
to be done with this.
Hurry, clocks, lady. The head. 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 No snacks. Head is top of all up and down. At the top. The top head.
Wait, does this thing actually mean head? Head is in a body's head? Where the hell am I gonna find that? And how did it lose it?
Turns out it's a far distance away.
A helmet. For a head. Is that what the prisoner wants? I guess there's only one way to find out.
I went way too far. I was zoning out. That is another mission done. And while it's technically not a mission, I'm curious if there's a reward for it. So I might check and see for doing one of those.
Ahead. River Chicken Station. Oh, far tastier. Press any button?
So the helmet is what you're after, huh?
Tubes. Snug and grape. Pure grapes. Hail a lady.
You're welcome, I guess. Did Kirkland lock you up in here?
Chief Trouble? Yes. Teddy's long around. But holdout's an happiest. Can gather for goldfishes. No wrinkle.
Okay. Well, sounds like you're doing fine in there now. Just make sure you don't go anywhere.
Jelly.
At least we helped this guy.
So now I have something for charge. Wait. Really?
I think. Best thing we can look it up, though. We have no idea what it is, and we don't need any...
Okay, that is now an instant travel.
Lunar lander? I knew it! The moon landing was faked. Area 51 is a cover-up. Aliens are real! Although, none of that sounds as exciting as it did a week ago.
I'm sorry, Jesse. I think you're drawing the very wrong conclusions on this one. That was it for missions, right? Yep. So I am not gonna start up the new DLC. Nor I would call it up, but since I technically have another hour, I want to run a little experiment. See how that's going to go. So I am going to look for vending machines. So there is an altered item vending machine in this game. It is actually located here in the investigation sector, hidden amongst one of the many vending machines throughout. Now, starting with this DLC and the next DLC, there's going to be a lot of items or weapon mods you get that are unique for weapons that massively upgrade them. I want to try and get those. Just because the next DLC is going to be incredibly difficult. And I want to be ready. So the first one is there. Okay. Next one is not that. Next one is now it no longer shifts for some reason. No clue why it was doing that. Anyway, let's keep looking. Time to do the fighting first. Nope, neither of those. Nope. I think that's the wrong... Nope, that is the one. Nope, nope. Salvation deck. Nope. Loading bay. Nope. So let me check. Okay. Nope. So let me try. Wrong one. Okay, so without fast travel. Okay, let's first quit to menu. 'Cause I think that's one way to trigger the... Could be that this experiment leads to nothing. I'm very well prepared for that. But I just want to fill up the time that I was originally streaming, and I don't think it was worth starting the new DLC, so here we are. No. Nope. What is this actually going on? Where am I? Might as well get to the bottom of this. It's apparently... I didn't know this. But apparently that was a nod to Quantum Break, which is another game that ties into this whole universe. So this is all references to their other games, this entire DLC. Anyway, back to vending machine hunting. Nope. Well, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Wastelands. I will look into that after the stream. Thank you for the follow. Okay, now, right, vending machines. Wish there was an easier way to head up without fast travel. Actually, that might be a better question to ask the internet. Apparently this achievement is completely RNG, so... I'll do one cycle. If it doesn't show up, I might leave it at that. So I know where one more secret vending machine is. Got it. Got a bunch of rewards for that. That is zoom. Nope. Damage while aiming. I think that's the one I replaced. But I do have something for search now. No, I do not. That's only charge. I need to get a good upgrade for search. Well, I don't think those actually give anything other than just a bunch of resources. Was nice to have been able to show you guys one. But this is probably where I'm going to call it up. And then next time, I think Friday, we can continue with Control and start on the last DLC of this game. We're slowly getting close to the end, and then we will switch over to Alan Wake 2. But for now, let's first gather together and check out some clips. Because I know that a good friend of mine has made some. So the first one is made by Ixanis or Teats, called... What was this one called? Respectfully Yours. So, let's... Can I full screen? Can I... They changed clip layout, by the way. This is all new, but... Okay, this is different. Not gonna try that. To figure it out first. Anyway, apparently I can't actually go to full screen anymore. I know I have your respect, Deeds, and I appreciate that. And I also wanted to apologize for the delay in streaming. There have been... Maybe I should take that compliment back. Somehow, my friends always know the perfect timing to drop pipes. That couldn't have been a better time. Anyway, the second is made by Ixanis for another friend of mine, Dux. He goes by MMO Duck as his supposed outro song.
Follows you around and makes you drop your coffee every time that it quacks because the noise scares you. Then you have to clean up the coffee while the duck stares at you and continues to quack, 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 quack.
To be fair, that is pretty funny. It's cringy, but funny. But those were the clips. So, let me just take a moment to set someone up to raid. And I know just the person we can... Let's go raid him anyway. And with that, I wish you all a pleasant evening. Stay safe out there, Wastelanders. It's a dangerous world out there.